Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another deck profile. Today we played Spright. We played Mass Change Spright. I got 9th place. I was the only X2 player who didn't make top 8. So yeah, 9th place right on the bubble. A little unfortunate, but I'm glad I played it because I mostly just wanted the experience with this deck because I've never really played like a pure Spright deck, and I was just really curious to see how it would do, and like mid Ishizu tier format. And with my matchups, I probably should have just played Drytron because I didn't play any Ishizu tier. I just played like a bunch of mirror matches, and then a couple of like random rogue games. But yeah, I'll just go into the deck profile. I think that it's actually just like a really cool deck. So we played 3 blue, 3 jet, 3 starter. We played the 1 red and 1 carrot, the 2 smashers. So I think that smashers is like actually insane. So I would for sure play 2. Moving forward, I just think that the card is just so good. Like it comes up all the time where I would just want the second smashers, especially in grind games. We played the swap frog package, just 2 of them. We played a nimble package. We played 3 beaver, 1 angler. Everyone's playing 2, and after playing this event, I understand why. Because normally you just go normal summon beaver and you summon the angler, and then you still have a angler beaver in deck to do the sprint combo, which is like the idea. It's just I didn't own a second angler, so I couldn't do the combo. So I'd have to just normal summon it and just like kind of play like just normally. Honestly, it wasn't even that big of a deal. I didn't really miss it because I feel like my hands would have been bricks otherwise. But I don't know. Maybe I will try the second angler at some point. I just feel like it wasn't even necessary to play it. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being dumb. Because there was a couple times where like I would just draw like the starter beaver, and then I would just do my starter plays, and then if I get interrupted, then I would just go beaver anyways, which is pretty nice. I would just off of 1 starter you can do the full combo pretty much. 2 prosperity. Honestly, this card's whatever. It's probably supposed to be at 3, but like I kind of don't like the card, to be honest. It's kind of whatever. Call by. I should probably just side this card. Honestly, it's not amazing. The one use I had for it today was I hit a cherries with it, so it was kind of cool. Also, sorry if the audio is a little off. I'm trying something new with my camera to see if it's like higher quality. But yeah, we played 2 copies of Mass Change. Cool card. Not much a whole lot to say about this. I mean, you just make Dark Law. What was insane today is that against a Dynamorphia player, he like activated Duality, and I just like Dark Law ripped a card out of his hand, which is so funny. Plus the deck's like super graveyard reliant. I don't know why he was playing it. My bad, I just hit the camera. Hand traps. We have 3 Imperm. Oh, another reason why we're playing the deck. 3 Nib. We got the ultis, so we have to. 3 Ash. Playing the new rarity because it's cool. 3 Magnemite, 3 Drewsworm, and then a Serenir. Honestly, if I were to do this again, I'd probably cut the Serenir, and I might trim down this package, but I don't know what I would do. Maybe 2 and 2. There's a couple times where like you'll dark take their Magnemite, and then you'll like summon the Drewsworm. Or like you'll want to search a Drewsworm, but then like you won't have a Drewsworm because you used your Magnemite already. So honestly, I might just cut like these 3 from the deck and just call it good. Maybe fit in another like set of hand traps. I don't know what I would play though, so let's just need a little bit of testing. I was considering playing main decking 3 copies of what's the card? Silent Graveyard. Just main decking that. Seems like a really cool idea. Maybe not main decking, especially with the matchups I had, which was just all Spright mirrors. So maybe I'd side deck it and maybe keep playing the Drewsworms in the main, or change up the side deck a little bit. I don't know. 1 Dark Law, obviously for the Mass Change. 2 Gigantic. There was like 1 time where I actually needed a 3rd, but I don't think that there's really a whole lot you can cut in this deck to play the 3rd, so I think the 2 are fine. Jin Buster, Onibimaru, can't wait for the Ultra. Toad, main reason why I'm playing this deck, I love frogs. Zeus package, Downer Zeus, Nightmare Phoenix. I should be playing Cerberus in this deck. There was like one time where it was like it really mattered, but unfortunately, that just didn't happen today. I just didn't play it. 3 Spright Elf. The third one does come up quite often in grind games, so I would definitely recommend playing 3, especially because you can just always bring back Toad. It's so good. Dark, Sprind, and Access Code were the last ones. Dark's absolutely just insane, a must-have. Sprint is very useful in this build. A lot of other builds you probably could just cut it. Access Code was a last-minute inclusion because I don't own the rank 6, the one you make with like the bestials. Wallow, I think is its name. You could play a couple of other options. I think you could play like Dragon Lark was something I was looking into. I don't think it's very good, but I just don't own a Wallow. A couple other things. I mean, not Beatrice, but I mean, you could play Beatrice, I guess. But yeah, I think I just, at the end of the day, settled on Access Code. You could play Sky Cavalry is another option. You could play the third Gigantic. You could play Master Hero Acid, because there's some times where you could like normal summon your Beaver, and if it gets like impermed, you can chain the Mass Change to summon Acid and just blow up their back row. Not like a super great idea, but it's funny, which is kind of funny. I don't know, it might be worth it to experiment with the Acid. It could be kind of funny. 3 copies of Gamma, the 1 driver. You side this in going second, or you can side this in for like D-shifter decks, because they'll D-shifter you in draw phase, and you could just chain the Gamma, which is pretty good. I sided it in versus the mirror match when I went second, because you can just do this on the Gigantic, and it's like a lot of resources gone. So I thought that was really good. So that's what I did today, and honestly, it's really solid. Pretty good. 3 copies of Cosmic Cyclone, just for the back row. Same thing with the Harpy's Feather Duster, and then we also have the 3 copies of D-Shifter. You can play Shifter in this deck, because why not? Like, the end board that you probably want to go for if you activate Shifter is with a starter, you can end on, I believe you can end on Smashers and a Jin Buster, or you can end on starter and a Jin Buster. So either way, you have like a negate and like follow up, or a banish. So like you have a couple of options, honestly, through D-Shifter. So I think that it's like worth considering in this deck. Red Resonator. Fortunately for me, I didn't have to side it in at all today, so that was really nice. 3 copies of Evenly, because it's Evenly. It's just so good to just like go second against decks that just can't like do anything. I think every single time I activate Evenly, it resolved, which is actually just kind of insane. So shout out to this card. But yeah, that's really about it for the list. I think I went over a lot of things I would change already. You can definitely consider like maybe main decking the Gammas. You can maybe take the Nibs out of the main deck, probably take out the Access Code. I don't think that that's really necessary either. One thing that I did miss was there wasn't really a whole lot of ways to like kill. So what you could do is you could maybe like take out these and the Nibs, and you could fit in, I don't know what to fit in. Maybe fit in the Gamma package, and maybe fit in a Gamma Burst. Gamma Burst is pretty decent, honestly, so that could be an option. Maybe another Hand Trap, although the Gamma's not bad. Maybe I wouldn't play the Gammas in main, though. The Gammas are just like really awkward if you main deck them, you know, so I don't know. There's a couple of things to consider, but you could definitely mess around with the ratios of these and mess with the placements of them. But honestly, I have never played this deck, so I literally just picked it up like this week, like this variant at least. And I just played it in the tournament to see how well I did. And I mean, getting 9th place is pretty decent. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later.